Hello everyone, welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. This is the full market analysis volume 31. We're going to be looking at all of our charts, and this last week was quite an eventful week. Hopefully you guys did manage to capture some drops, some moves here. Market did really present nice opportunities if you managed to get in, of course. So we're going to look at a few pairs this week. We're going to save them for tomorrow as well, just because I want to talk about them obviously in a bit more detail. But yeah, let's just get off and start off with the New Zealand dollar to the US dollar. So where my head's at with this pair is I'm looking at this a bearish scenario. As we looked at previously from last week, we are seeing a nice sell-off opportunity here. Now, don't worry if you missed out here. There's plenty more opportunities to come along the way, I think. So as we can see here through the previous weeks, we had that huge bearish structure here. We can see sideways movement, and ultimately we're going to be looking out for a possible break to the downside and to take out this slowly upwards channel. If you can see this, I probably should draw this on top just so that you could see what I mean. So this sideways channel, price is obviously stagnating to the side. All we need to do now is wait for this break here, and I will be looking to target at least 0.65. So we do have quite a downward side potential here. Good 100 pips if we can capture that move. So yeah, all I'm looking out for is some nice sell-off opportunity. If we go above 0.67 though, I would be a bit cautious, and I may have to look for a possible bullish scenario just in case we are heading up. But again, until that happens, I'm looking for a downside move. So looking out so we have gold, Euro USD, and AUD USD for tomorrow. We're going to look at USDJPY for today. So if you remember a few of our videos that we've made about USDJPY, I did give out two possible scenarios, one for a bullish momentum and one for a bearish momentum. So the reason why we were looking at a bullish sentiment was around this area here. We did finally see that come into fruition, but it wasn't as strong enough as I'd like to see. So once I started to see price stall and sort of see the sell-off momentum, I did present a bearish scenario. So if you would want to go check the analysis there, I did give an idea that we could start to see price falling down. So we are now stuck in between two predicaments here. I do think we're still in a possible bullish momentum, but I'm going to give you my reason why, and then give you a scenario where if we do fall. So this level here, if we start to see price retrace and push higher and take out this high here, I would be looking to consider this as still a bullish momentum. Reason for this, obviously we see price stepping up very slowly, and if we can get to this zone, then that's this is confirmed that we are going to push higher. The other scenario for this, and why I possibly think that we could be also heading downwards as well at the same time, is if we're able to break 105 and push lower, a retest opportunity could be available, and we could head into and take out 104. So really, I'm not going to put on a strict bias here. I'm almost being neutral with this pair because I still feel that we do have great opportunities for both ways if we're able to get in the market at the right time. And again, obviously with swing trading, it's all about executing at a decent time and not rushing into trades. So don't go into this pair thinking you should buy and sell and then see which wins. Again, guys, you want to make sure you do have a strict bias and everything works out to your trading plan. So I'm going to be looking out for either moves to the upside or to the downside. If I was to actually pick and guess, it would be to look for a downside move. I will be looking for pushes to the downside, and I do want to see 104 being taken out. So if I was to guess, it would be to see movement to the downside, guys. So again, that's just where I'm thinking so far. CAD JPY we're going to look at tomorrow. Move on to EURJPY. So if we check out this pair, what we can see from last week, strong sell-off, and if we look at this downtrend, we can see that price is obviously failing out. Remember a couple of videos in I think it was the last market analysis, I did mention this before, that when we have our trends in the market, we do have two things that can happen. We can get a clear break, retest, and push higher, or we could get a breakout and then the fake out. Okay, so obviously I hope you guys know what I mean by that by now. So I think what we could be seeing here is a possible push to the upside and then a drop into 122. That's where I'm thinking price could head into. Once we get to this level, I will be looking for, you know, another move to the upside. Again, something like this. But until this happens, until price gets to this level, that's when I'll consider updating this pair in particular. But pretty much, I just want to see price exhaust just a little bit, take a bit of this retracement. So if we pull a fib out, if you make this bit proper, you know, if we get a retracement into the 50 fib or the 0.382 and then see the drop, you know, that would be pretty nice to see, especially if we can see 124 being tested. Maybe, you know, it's a nice level being tested if it does supposedly reach, but you know, it could just drop down through the week and see if we can get 122. So we'll be looking out for that level and a drop in this pair. Same for NZDJPY as well. I am looking for another drop for this pair. I want to see price take out this low here. So if we can get into this zone, this yellow zone, it would be quite ideal. So 68.6. It would be quite interesting to see if we can possibly push lower. So, you know, we're coming into a nice fake out of the trend here. So you can see how market had pushed all of this price action back down, and I think we're judging by this strong momentum here, we could see a possible retest on this trend and then a further low and, you know, progression into the downside. So hopefully we can get into this pair and see if we can drop into 68.6. That's my, you know, my visionary for this pair. We're also making some structure lows as well on the 4 hour, so that's obviously good. Confluence is building up. Moving on to AUDJPY. We're getting really close now to taking out this low, so 74, which I have been looking out for. So, you know, with this very strong drop, if we take that RSI, we do have an oversold condition. So possibly we could expect a retracement, possibly into the 382, and then a nice, we could see it being finalized after something like that. So remember, guys, market cannot always move in a straight line. If it does, you know, it's quite lucky. So for example, this one is very impulsive, a nice correction, one impulse move, and you know, we could get one more push lower, and if we do, I want to see 74.0 being taken out. And my next move from this, if we can start to see some weakness, so say for example, if we push a bit lower, I want to review this pair and see exactly what's going to happen, because I'm looking out for a possible move to break this downtrend. And if this does happen anytime this week, you know, this will be a very big move, and of course I will be up there. I'll be there to update you guys if this move is happening or soon approaching. So yeah, guys, keep an eye out this channel and of course the notifications. So coming to the last pair, because we're going to cover USD CAD for tomorrow. So this pair is on its last legs. I was expecting a retracement. So if we take a look from the 28th of September, I was expecting a retracement at least to some degree. Now, this is a very deep retracement now, guys. So I am staying very curious to how price is breaking out here. If we do break below this low here, and you know, if we go into around anywhere lower than 0.90800, it would be a bit of I would be cautious, and I would be considered to look for a bearish scenario, and we'd have to obviously update that. But of course, this is something that once price does get here, we'll discuss. But for now, what I'm looking out for, and the reason for this, is I'm still looking at this in a bullish scenario. So as long as we stay above this low of the market, and if we can get a clean structure break out of this very messy sideways movement of the market, could do something like this and then rock it up. I want to see price at least touch into 0.93. If we don't get there, then at least we're able to capture some good pips here. So if we're able to get at least 100 pips out of this, it's still worthwhile of trading, as long as you keep your risk management, your stop loss small. That's what I'm looking out for. So yeah, guys, all I need to see is price, see some bullish behavior, because we are, in a way, we're either going to reject this trend line and push lower, or two, we're going to either find some support. So remember, guys, we get either a push, breakout, retest, and then the push higher, or we'll get the breakout and then the fake out, so we get price move back in. So hopefully we'll get a decision out of the week for this pair, and then if we do see upside momentum, we can obviously take this. If we do see downside momentum, again, guys, that's the beauty of trading. You can always alter your decision and take the next supposed action after. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for this week. So if you would like to trade with us at all, we do have a trading group. That link is in the description. If you have any questions at all, guys, you can ask me. Remember, guys, it's all me that's doing all these analysis and answering your questions, running the social media. So of course, if you are asking any questions, just make sure you're staying patient. I have a bunch of messages to try and help people, guys. So above all, hopefully you do get some benefit out of this week through our analysis. If you do have any other questions, like I said, make sure to ask us and we'll feel free to do so. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I do appreciate your time, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you give this video a like. And of course, I'll see you guys all in the next one.